I'm Aphiwe Vezi. I am a master's student at the University of the Witwatersrand, and I'm 24 years old. First and foremost, I'm a child of God. I'm a person who loves people. I'd like to think I'm a humanitarian. Yeah, I think I'm more for like how we can work to improve the world and like people's conditions in the world rather than, you know, getting money and all that stuff, like materialistic things. What do I do at church? So I'm a leader at my church. I'm a worship leader, to be exact. Every nation campus fits. I'm a worship leader. I sing because I have a lot of experience from choir in primary and high school in vocal technical stuff. That's a lot of what I do. So I came to Vezi to do psychology, and then as life would have it, by the time I got to the end of my undergrad, I didn't get accepted for psychology for honors. But what I did get accepted in was for my second major, which was anthropology. So I did my honors, and I'm currently doing my master's in anthropology. So I'm currently doing research on post-grad adjustment and how basically a church community such as the one that I go to helps postgraduate students adjust to postgrad. I have been singing since I was 9 years old, so I've been singing half my life, basically. I have acted as well. I've dabbled in a bit of acting. So in high school, I was in the school productions, but also I did have a role in a Netflix production called Bad Influencer that came out in 2025. Just like a little young cameo. I've also dabbled in modeling, did that a bit. It was more so learning how to model than like actually getting into the modeling space. I've tried to do piano lessons, hasn't been very successful, but I do hope to continue with them. What makes a creative? I think expression, freely expressing. The best thing about being a creative is allowing yourself to tap into the parts of yourself that it feels vulnerable to tap into, but there's so much beauty that can come from those parts. I don't know if that makes sense. I'd say that what makes a creative is being able to play as well. In a world that's very strict and rigid, being creative means being able to play, means being able to think outside of the norm. So also tapping into like things outside your comfort zone. And there was something else I wanted to say. Creating feels vulnerable. It can be uncomfortable in the process of creating, but once you get to the other side, once you've created, it can feel empowering and freeing. Something that I forgot to mention earlier, oh my gosh, I do write as well from time to time. I like to write reflectively. I like to write about my experiences, the things that I think about. And I guess tapping that into like my day-to-day would be thinking about my life and thinking about how the way I live my life now affects my future, the future version of myself. Yeah, just constantly reflecting as well. And then expressing that. I would tell my 19-year-old self to keep writing, to push past, feeling stuck, to express herself more, whatever way, shape or form, to not be afraid, to just have fun also. I think that's what I would tell my 19-year-old self. Me 5 years from now, 29, I would tell her to not stop, to not let the busyness of life, I don't know what my life is going to look like in 5 years, but whatever things I get caught up in, I would tell her to not let those things get in the way of continuously creating, because those are the things that make her feel free, that have made her feel free. And she doesn't know where it could take her, so also just not be afraid. Ooh, the same mindset that I was in 5 years ago. I would tell them to try things. Again, they don't know where those things will take them. They don't know what those things will introduce them to not be afraid, to not give into like fear of like, I'm inexperienced in this thing. Allow it to teach them something as well. Even if it doesn't necessarily end up materializing into like something that ends up making them money, for example. But to actually kind of enjoy the process of learning something new.